Welcome back to Lock and Reload. I've got my barreled action all cleaned up and whatnot. I was unable to run it through my ultrasonic cleaner just for the simple fact that with the barrel on it doesn't fit. Anyway, so the first stage is getting all my action guides and action rails all cleaned up and all polished. There is a set of rails that I don't have to do that to, and that's the inside ones right here. If I can get something that points a little bit better. This rail in here, on this side, and this side, I don't need to do anything with these. I did that a couple months ago, and then I got them re-blued and whatnot. So now the first stage is getting where the charge handle glides along, and that's this rail right here, and they're on both sides. And what I want to do is not necessarily grind them, but get these smoothed out. And my first order of business is honestly using sandpaper, and this is 320 grit sandpaper. It's not going to smooth anything up by any means, but what it's going to do is going to take the finish off both of these rails. So that's my first step. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated. Alright, so as you can tell, I got a lot of these rails sanded. I got to do a little bit more work, but I have them sanded off and most of the finish off on the rails. Now I start the stoning process, and basically I have a cone-shaped stone that I'm going to get into these little nooks and crannies, as you see right. As you can see, right in here, you got one right there. Basically it comes up, and the same with this one. Now this one's really smooth. This one has a little goddammer stuck in it. So therefore we got to grind that down a little bit and just smooth that out and make it a little bit more uniform. But all in all, I mean, it's not terrible. The action was functioning pretty flawlessly. It still is. But again, I just want to smooth out all the rough edges, literally. But at any rate, I continue on. Alright, so oops. So these are my rails. They're not perfect, but they're smoothed out to the best of my ability. Basically, after sanding it, running a stone on some of the finer edges, things like this little guy right there, to get it more uniformed with the other side, which would be this side. What I did was I have my little emery wheel. It's got emery, which is a polisher. Will polish the rails, and it saves myself a lot of time doing it with sandpaper. This I don't plan on putting mother's polish on it at all, because this is actually just going to get re-blued. For the simple fact that I want it protected. I'm not looking for the shiny factor, I'm looking for a smooth operation, smooth guide rail. But at any rate, so this is my continuation, Operation WASR 10. Anyway, stay tuned, we'll have more for you.